albums, and oh, look at that, a wee thumbs up. Hell yeah. I am doing it's Monday, so I'm kind of doing a bit of coaching today, catching up with a few people who I'm helping do a few things. So I'm going to chat now to Naylor, who I'm helping Naylor make an album. So I'm just going to give her a wee ring and see what's happening. I managed to record a song for her just this morning, well, last night and this morning. I was working on it pretty late. I'm helping Naylor make a mini album, which is something I sometimes help people do. So let's give her a bell and we can see how she's getting on. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm in my wee cupboard, and it's like there's a water tank above me, and Rose has just flushed the toilet, so there might be a little bit of like water trickles, you know. But I've got like a little booth that I've built in my house. It's like a little kind of autism cave that I like to be in. How's you?
I was gonna say, a lot of people pay a lot of money for that. Like
Yeah.
water noises.
I know. God. I know. It's just when Rosa's here, I'm kind of banished into my little into my wee cupboard. How's things?
Good. Yeah, really good actually.
Awesome. What's been happening?
So I've just my week was spent just working on my book, and I've got these friends of mine. They're just kids. They're in their early 20s, but
Whoa.
They're in a really good band. They don't even know how good they are, and they're just it's just adorable, right? Because they're just doing all the things that we all did when we were 20, but they're like way better than we were all.
Right.
We were 20. Whoa. And they're just overthinking everything.
Oh, yeah. God, I'm so glad I'm not 20 anymore.
I know. I say this to myself every day. I would never want to do that over again for a million years.
So stressful.
But it's stressful, and you're just such a helpless idiot. You know, yeah. Just,
I do, yeah.
What you're doing, you're gonna fall on your face.
Yeah, I remember my feeling in my 20s was just like I had no skin. I felt like I was walking around in the world without a skin on, just just bashing into stuff, you know. Very, very weird. And it's a weird time to be successful, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I was sort of the opposite. I was so armored. And like so much more cynical than I am now, that I feel like it's sort of that thing where you're like, I didn't even know where I was when I was in it, which was maybe kind of a blessing in disguise. Yeah. But when I see these kids kind of doing that thing where they're just so uptight.
Yeah.
They're so scared and they're so worried about everything. Just like take a breath, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay if you screw up in front of 20 people.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta enjoy it, man. If you're not having fun, calm down.
Oh man, I think it's just your nervous system, though. You know what I mean? No. Like your hormones and stuff are just like trying to kill you, basically. But it's pretty hilarious how it's a weird age, you know, when you think about it, because you're not a baby, but you're also not a grown-up, really, but you have this grown-up's body. It's like you give a baby like a grown-up's body, and you're like, good luck to you, you know?
Yeah, well, and the way that the world treats people like that, you know what I mean? Like we walk around and we see somebody who looks like an adult, and we expect them to just get it.
Yeah.
And they definitely don't, and then we get mad at them for it.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, I always remember Louis C.K. saying how it's like when a 20-year-old serving you in a coffee shop, they're always like, "Here you go, Your Majesty." You know, like they just don't know how to. Yeah. They don't know how to serve. You know what I mean? That takes. Yeah. 100%. That takes time. You think it's like, I remember being like, oh yeah, the gig's all about me. And I think now I'd be like, oh no, everyone's having like a night out, so I'll play some music for them and it'll be fine. You know, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's a different mentality, you know. It's interesting.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of what I've been saying. Like, I played a couple shows with them, and I was just like, Ethan, honey, like, you got to realize nobody gives a shit about you.
Yeah, I love
you figure that out, you're gonna feel so much better. Like, like, just play a show, dude. Like, no one cares.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Right.
And he's finally like night 3, he like took this really deep breath and did one of the best shows I've ever seen him do. And he was just like, you were right. It's just so much better if I realized that nobody cares.
I know. It's like, I can see why and that must get more so as you get even older. And you can see how like an 8-year-old looking at us running around, you know, doing all this stuff or whatever, and they're probably like, what are you doing? Just have some ice cream, you know?
No, but you're right, because like when you're really young, you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And then the older that you get, you stop caring again. So there's like that weird thing that happens in adolescence where you definitely think the world is centered on you.
Yeah.
Even if you're not inherently a selfish person, you just think everyone's looking at you, or that your mistakes are the biggest mistakes that anybody's ever made in the world.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. You're the most embarrassing person that's ever lived because you're just not plugged into the fact that we're all just doing our best.
Yeah, totally. Oh God. I remember having moments on stage where I would have something like my tuning pedal stop working, and it would be like, that's my whole month is like fucked.
100%.
I'm like,
that's how this poor kid is.
Oh, that is just, it's horrendous, man. I don't envy it. You know, it's like, I think my 30s has been just so much better, so much more enjoyable.
Yep, absolutely.
So you've been doing some horse riding?
For sure.
Nice. I had Rosa, I sent you a wee pic. I had Rosa at the horse riding the other day. She was loving it. So that's been cool.
It's really wet out here, but sometimes it's almost better when you're out riding in some slop. It feels more fulfilling when you come home really dirty.
Yeah. Did you ever hear the theory that motorbikes are the modern horse?
Oh, for sure.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
That always just makes me think of that Bon Jovi song.
Right, yeah. My musical hero, obviously.
Obviously.
So did you get a chance to listen to the sort of rough sketch?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah, did you? Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad. It's funny, like I really was feeling like kind of Stevie Nicks vibes in a way with it. Like it was feeling like kind of I don't know how to describe it, but it just felt really good, you know. It feels really good, and obviously it's just rough, but I'm just really excited after hearing, like, obviously that's just a guide vocal, but hearing your vocal on it and that kind of that world, like that landscape, I can feel how cool it's going to be.
For sure.
You know?
I think the parts that got me really excited were those little, I don't know if it was a banjo or if it was just
it's that little mandolin.
Bright acoustic guitar.
Yeah, it's a mandolin,
That's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that got me, just those little bright little arpeggios got me really excited.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah, it felt like it really had a theme to it, kind of, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
And
or just a nice little counter melody.
Yeah. It's feeling cool. It's feeling cool. I mean, I just wanted to throw a few things at it and see whether it was kind of going in the right direction, which it sounds like it is, which is amazing. I'm excited about, because I was really enjoying it. I was just conscious that I had shifted it's not really shifted the rhythm of it, but your guitar was quite sort of rhythmic, and I made the bass a little bit more kind of driving. But I think there's still space for another guitar to do more of that rhythmic stuff if we do want that. at another point.
Yeah, and I don't know that I mean, I kind of like where you were going anyway. I think there's a quality to this. When I played with it, that more sparseness sort of suits it.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the things with production, I think, is like that's what I'm most excited about with this co-creation, is like that your voice is so amazing. Your voice is so cool. And I think just really not being afraid of having your voice be heard, which I think sometimes that can feel a bit scary, or it has done for me. I've had points where I felt like, and that gets easier as you get older. Speaking of the 20-year-old thing, when I was 20, I fucking never would have just played on my own with a guitar. I do loads of gigs like that now, and I used to think that wasn't enough, and everyone would say to me like, "Oh, that's our favorite when you just do that," and I kind of get that now. I can see that, and like those Rick Rubin records, or Wildflowers is like the keys player. Is it Ben Mon 10? The
Yeah, it totally is.
Holy moly, he's like, his ability to just play a chord and then not do anything for like a minute and a half is awesome. It's very cool.
It's a master class in holding back in the good way.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, great. Well, that's good that we're kind of going in the right direction with that one. Do you fancy working on something today?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. What do you fancy looking at?
I think you did say something that I just want to throw out there for you, just so that you kind of know where, just something I want to just sort of share about where I'm at.
Yeah.
I've spent so much of my career supporting male singers that I know that I can vocally do anything, and I can do it convincingly. I think the challenge that I have is finding me, if that makes sense. Right.
Yeah.
So as I'm sitting in with these songs, I'm just sort of like trying to be really conscientious of like, am I trying to do something? Am I trying to do the Stevie Nicks thing? Or am I trying to
don't
the Alanis Morissette thing?
Man.
You know what I mean? Like,
no.
So I think for you, I'm going to need that feedback from you.
No, dude. I honestly, I mean, what I love about your voice is I don't even know who it is. And it's almost like all my favorite singers have that, where you kind of go, reminds me of 5 people, but I can't really think who they all are, And I've always had that as well. I've always had people say like, "Oh, it's this or that or that," but I think I'm in no way attached to that kind of that reference at all. I guess it's more just.
No, I didn't think that you were.
Nah, it's more just a strength.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't getting that from you. I just was more just like that. Now that you said it, it's like I think if there's any sort of conscientiousness about that part of what I'm bringing to the table right now, it's just that I'm kind of trying to find it myself right now, as opposed to the person that's singing behind 4 other people and just trying to make sure that they don't go flat or sharp.
Oh, 100%. But I think that, again, that's where the conversations come in, is like, we've had a lot of chats about references, or had chats about like, it's the sensibility, really, it's the sensibility that we're looking to serve together. And I felt all this stuff's weird, isn't it? It's quite intuitive, and you just have to be open to things coming up, and also open to like being vulnerable and trying things. That's how I felt when I was
absolutely.
I was just making that thing, and I was like, I think this might be, but also I'm open to like Naylor being like, this is wrong, that can happen, and that's fine. And that's fine. But I'm glad that there's something in the instinct of it that feels like it's in the right direction. And I think equally there's things that we can do later on if we do end up feeling like it's a wee bit too in a certain pocket. it's quite easy to use certain production tools at a later point to,
For sure.
you know, to pull it back or whatever. So, but that's cool. I'm glad you said that's helpful. And yeah, let's have a look at something, eh?
Okay.
What do you fancy looking at?
That's a good question. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I kept kind of going back and forth on it. I think the other one that is, I think I'm going to send you the one that I think is the other really strong one that I have. It's an old song.
Cool.
It's been done 7 different ways, 7 different times.
You mean like you've
just never really found
with other? You've recorded it, and it's just you've not found it yet.
I love the really old original demo that sounds like dog doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing else that I've gotten just gets me where that one does.
Yeah.
And I think there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. But I think it's definitely a ballad. It definitely wants to live in that world. So I think it's as strong of an idea as the other one that you're working on. I think it just lives in a little bit of a different space. So I'll just resend that to you right now.
Sweet, cool. Ping that over. I'll have a wee listen, and then I'll bell you back. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Okay. Bye. So this is like quite often the songwriting sessions will go like this. It'll end up sometimes just sending references back and forth, even just things that we think are cool and chatting. And so Naylor, we just started working on one song. First one. I just started working with Naylor like a couple of weeks ago, and just worked on one song so far. And so I'm just going to have a listen to her demo. She said there that this song she has not managed to get a good version of yet. So we'll see if we can help her sort that out. You okay, Rosa? You all right? That's just my daughter, I think, shouting on me. And yeah, if you guys are interested in any of this stuff, come join the club. If you want to join Comment Club, or if you're watching on YouTube, just click the link in the top comment. Come and join us. This is a demo here.
Cold and empty northern beach, stumbling over well-worn rocks, waiting for the storm. Always been alone in my search upon this coast. I know you came before me. I can feel you here. Sometimes the storm rolls in and holds a to bear it pouring down.
You're in the song, man.
Sometimes it on their wings keeps on rolling by, giving me the hope that I feel your heat over the next rise.
Okay, I'm liking it. It's a cool vibe. Let's see.
On a cold and empty northern beach I walk, stumbling over well-worn rocks, waiting for the storm. I've always been alone in my search upon this coast, but I know you came before me. I can feel you here.
Yeah, I like that. It's cool. It kind of makes me think of, there's a Travis song. Don't know if anyone remembers Travis. Travis, Scottish band. Okay. So I think this. God damn it. I think I just rang. I think I rang again on my phone, which is so annoying. I just got a phone bill for $300 recently for oh, that's so annoying. Let's see if this works. Okay, how do I phone on FaceTime? Boom, here we go.
Hey.
Hello. I just I need to remember to phone you on like FaceTime, right? Because I got my phone bill this month and it's like $300. Because I just keep ringing people and forgetting. I love that. I love the vibe a lot. It's interesting. Did you ever hear of a band Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the song that, it's weird. It didn't. I wouldn't say it really makes me think of this song. but there's something in the kind of groove of this song that I feel like we could think about, maybe.
Okay.
So I've just sent it to you. Do you want to have a quick listen and then ring me back?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Cheers. And we guys will listen to it as well. Why not? Hey, Rosa. Rosa, could you grab me a glass of fizzy water, please? If you can. Thank you, darling. Love you. Appreciate it. Okay, good timing. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, there's something with the groove,
100%.
isn't there? That I feel like
Absolutely.
yours is
The right vibe. For
yeah,
sure.
yours is way more epic feeling.
Yeah, I think the only note I would give on that is, to me, this song lives or dies by the bridge.
Right, yeah.
And I think you can build into. I think it's boring without the bridge, but I think if the rest of the song has a better groove, you probably eliminate that problem.
Aye, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, weirdly enough, the other reference I was thinking was like Wicked Game a little bit in terms
Yeah.
of the kind of, if you could have something that was like a
That's interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
In what way?
So the song is written about a very dear friend of mine. We had played a show together, and he had covered "Wicked Game" that night. And it's not even a love song. Just like it was like one of those sort of like, wow, look at him, he's really doing it. I probably should get my shit together kind of songs. So it's kind of funny.
That's cool. That's mental, isn't it? How it's like, there's a little subconscious flavor of that in there, I feel like. I think something kind of almost between those two, where it feels like it's quite poppy in a way, in the way that Travis one is, but also it's sultry in that way that the Wicked Game is.
Absolutely.
Which is cool.
To me, this is more of a Stevie Nicks sort of song.
It's quite witchy, isn't it? It's got that witchy kind of vibe to it for sure. Do you have some words for it?
Yeah, let me see if I have actually. I should.
I'm almost like I don't even know how much editing we need to do.
Do you know what I mean? It's not as wordy. It's not as word forward as the other one. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like it could be one where we build it a little bit and then edit once we almost have a few things in place.
Yeah,
to see how it feels. But it'd be cool to have a little look at the words if you can find them.
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
That's trippy. I love that about the Chris Isaacs reference. I love Chris Isaacs, man. Love him.
I grew up very close to where he's from. So
really?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, that guy is handsome. That's all I'll say. Like he got all of it.
I completely disagree.
Really? God. That's fair.
Tell me a lot about your type. So.
Well, yeah, he's probably a Scorpio, is he?
Ooh, that's so interesting. He might be.
I wonder. Let's see. Let's see. Chris Isaacs. Yeah, I think I saw him in an interview, and he was just so kind of charming. He was just like really he's
so Northern California.
Is he? Yeah.
We're all. That's just how we.
Just really sweet. He was just a really sweet dude. He is a Cancer. He's a Cancer. No. Yeah, that was my ex was a Cancer.
That's unfortunate. That was mine.
Yeah, it did not end well. Let me tell you.
No, they never do. No.
Yeah. Hey, here's a point though. Would you have horses have a star sign? I wonder.
It's a lot of times you don't even know what month they were born, so it would be kind of hard to tell.
Right.
I do know that next year is the year of the horse, and I hear that it's supposed to be really great. So I'll take that.
Thank God. I feel like we could use a horse year, to be honest. I'm ready.
Yeah. I have one of those idiot friends who calls me every morning with astrology things. She's always got warnings for me or advice.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's always. I like that it gives people a way of talking about certain stuff, Like, and I feel the same about tarot. Like my friend does tarot, and it's like, it's always interesting. It always opens up like an interesting chat.
Totally.
But also you can't just use it as an excuse to be an asshole, which I feel like some people.
Or a way to excuse other people.
Yes. Right.
Like going through the last experience that I went through, everyone was like, "Well, Ashley, he's a Cancer." Like, well, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Jesus, that's not good enough.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I feel like that's maybe not a very good friend who is excusing him for.
Idiot.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, it's not like a diagnosis,
No, yeah, but
it's like, Jesus.
I think you're right, though. I think it just stops us from having to dig a little deeper, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe just go to therapy. Maybe you're not a Cancer.
Yeah, that's hard though, and it's expensive, and
Yeah. better just to stick with horses, eh? Cheaper than therapy.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't even do that. I think. Yeah. Did you get those lyrics? I sent them.
Oh, did you send them? Awesome.
Sorry.
That's all good. Let me have a wee look. Oh yeah, perfect. I'll just chuck them in the notes. Yeah, I love it. I think it's going to be awesome. I'm just going to refresh my brain with that demo. I really like the guitar, the electric guitar part. I think is really cool in your demo version.
Yeah, I was really proud of that.
Oh, did you play that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Stumbling over well-worn rocks, waiting for the storm. I've always been alone in my search upon this coast. I know you came before me. I can feel you here.
I actually think it's almost just pacing, like
I totally do.
Yeah, just like I don't think there's a lot we need to lose, but we could lose some of the gaps, in terms of the arrangement. Tell me a wee bit about it. Tell me about the kind of what it's about for you.
Well, I think it's I think the whole, like I said, the whole crux of the song for me is that bridge. It's that you're not quite shelter, you're not quite redemption, you're finally a step in the right direction. It's like finally like sort of figuring out like it's that sense of whatever you're going through, someone else has been through it. You've got to go through it alone for sure. But there's places to look, right? There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and there's always a light with you in the tunnel if you just know, if you're just looking at the right people, right? If you're just sort of looking for the right guide light.
Yeah.
I think when I wrote it, I had been living in Northern Ireland for about a year and a half. So definitely sort of, I think the atmosphere that you feel is just that it's the topography of what it is up there. It's the same as where you live, right? It's just that really sort of dramatic, the dramatic scenery that you're looking at sort of, one, I think makes you feel bigger and also makes you feel smaller at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of there's a sort of a mythicness to it, which I think is what you were tapping in, is like a little bit witchy.
Yeah.
That was definitely intentional.
There's a storminess as well to it, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think that's kind of what it's about. It's like storms come and go internally, and you just have to weather them.
Yeah.
And also everyone else is weathering them. So even though you feel isolated here, you're not.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I love it. On a cold and empty northern beach, I walk, stumbling over well-worn rocks, waiting for the storm. I've always been alone in my search upon this coast, but I know you came before me. I can feel you here. I love the kind of it's not like, it's a bit vague in a way that I think works great. Sometimes the storm rolls in and halls above my head, and I have no choice but to bear it pouring down. Sometimes it only winks and keeps on rolling by, giving me the hope that I'll find your heat on the next rise. Aye. It's interesting, yeah. It's interesting hearing your context on it. It definitely gives it like a different meaning. What did I feel? I felt the power of the chorus really felt that. I
Yeah.
really, for whatever reason, you know, obviously it's just a few
Yeah.
words, but just the energy of it feels really, really good.
Well, I think for some people, you're a fire. It could mean that you're like, that's somebody who's inspirational. It could be somebody that you're in love with. It could be somebody that you don't want to be in love with. It could be, I think there's a universality to that feeling when you're drawn to somebody or you're drawn to something inside of yourself and you think it's that person. Like, I think.
Well, it's also, it's not only, it's danger. There's a danger to it, you know? There's a danger to it. It's not just, it can be good or bad, kind of.
Totally.
Depending on how it's.
Yeah, it's like, it's that sort of, I'm taking a risk here.
Risk. Yes. Yeah. Totally. I feel that, definitely.
It was funny, it's been a minute since I've listened to that, and I can tell, like, that song was written sort of in a moment in my songwriting journey where I was definitely trying to pull back and get less wordy, and just sort of like let a chorus just be, let it just sit. And I think that it works here.
It really does. It's confident. It's confident, and that's why it works. Like, my mate Boo said he was trying to get he's got like a songwriter circle, and he tried to get everyone to write a song called I Love You, and everyone was like, I'm not doing it, can't do it, it's too hard, you know? Because sometimes it's like just the 3 words or whatever that's hard. It's hard to do that well. And I think then it's just making sure. Actually, what my instinct says is that we could even push for a little bit more. I think you could dig a bit more in the verses in terms of the kind of poetic side. You know how Dylan. There's a great song, "I Want You." Dylan's song, right? Because it's just mental, man. The verses are. Let's just have a look, right? Hold on. I remember listening to that one, walking over an icy hill, and just being like, "This guy is crazy." You know,
Dylan songs always do that.
Oh, the guilty undertaker sighs, the lonesome organ grinder cries, the silver saxophone say I should refuse you, the cracked bells and washed out horns, blowing at my face with scorn. But it's not that way. I wasn't born to lose you. I want you. It's fucking unreal. It's unreal, you know, and I think that's the thing that this song, to me, the chorus really has that thing, you know? You're a fire is like, you know, you can't say anything after that. That's why you haven't, you know, you just say that and then that's that. And yeah, like, I feel like I want to just feel a little bit more of that atmosphere that you're describing there, you know? In some of the, because it's there. Oh, I can feel it already, and I can see it, and I get off the words. On a cold and empty. I'd say even you could say Irish beach. I walk. You know.
Be more specific.
We could be in that first verse. We could be. It might be good. You know. Let me just have a wee look. On a cold and empty. I'll put it in just to see, right? Obviously, these are all just like, on a cold and empty Irish beach I walk, stumbling over ancient rocks.
That's
waiting for the storm, you know? Just to.
Yeah, that's definitely more, that's more evocative for sure.
I've always been alone. You could say 1,000,000 years alone in my search upon this coast, or 1,000 years alone.
Yeah.
You know?
That's great.
Just like, I feel like just those little.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And not add more lines, but
no.
Just dig into the words.
Exactly that. I think just, you know, it's almost like you have a couple of rooms in this song, you know, and one of them is just this big, spacious, kind of elegant room of the chorus, right? You're a fire is like, It's a big old like converted bank or something. It's just gorgeous, big old room. And then you've kind of got these trippy little, you know, corners of an old ancient pub and a graveyard or something as well, kind of, for the
Yeah, totally.
verses, you know. On a cold and empty Irish beach, I walk, stumbling over ancient rocks, waiting for the storm. Ready for the storm, could be. 1,000 years alone in my search upon this coast. I know you came before me. I can feel you here. You're a fire. That is fucking brilliant, man. Just that little change, and it feels.
Yeah.
Now I feel like it's about all of our ancestors as well.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of is, right? It's a little bit about like
that's in you.
Just talk about rooms. It's like sort of talking about somebody's journey through whatever the hell they're carrying.
Yep.
Which is oftentimes generational, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It is, especially like, you know, if you have. Do you know much about your ancestry?
I know more than a person should.
Amazing. That sounds complicated.
Well, it's really not, but that's why I know more. So both of my grandmothers are full-blood Native American, and then both of my both of my grandfathers. One of my grandfathers was born in Inverness, and the other grandfather was born in Belfast.
God, that's amazing.
Didn't leave 40 miles from either place for 1,000 years. So.
Jeez, that's so trippy. Do you know what's funny?
Yeah.
One of the last people I kind of helped with an album also had Native American stock as well. But Inverness and Native America, that's quite the mix, I must say. Good luck to you.
You know, it's not though. It's so funny to me. There are not two cultures on the planet, except maybe Mongolian horse people, but that are more alike.
I know.
Than Oglala Lakota Native people and Scottish people. They are
really
the same sense of humor.
Really?
Same cultural zeitgeist. They were conquered by the same people. The same history.
Do you know what's so funny? I had this experience when I was about 7 years old. My mum took me to this. I was raised Quaker, and she took me to this like Quaker weekend thing, and there was a bunch of Native Americans came over because the Quakers and the Native Americans have a lot of connections, and they're all, you know, a lot of it's just pretty much live a simple life, in tune with the land, and don't be an idiot, and don't, you know, be useful, and it's just all the good stuff, really. But I met a bunch of Native Americans, and it had a big impact on me. It really, they put me in they were doing this game where they had like a parachute, and they were all holding it, and everyone got in the middle, and they would just flip the kids up and down, you know? And I've always had these obsessions since I was a little kid. One of them was, the first one I ever had was Titanic. I just got obsessed about the Titanic. And then one of the ones after that was like Native Americans. And just after I met those guys, I just have always felt this kind of resonance with that kind of culture. So that's very cool.
It comes to you naturally. Trust me. So one of the joys of my life was taking my great uncle on one side of my family from the reservation. I took him to hang out with another uncle from my other side of the family, and we just spent 2 weeks in the Highlands, and just seeing these two sort of old patriarchs just absolutely fall in love with each other, and just being able to just sort of listen to their stories, and just the cultural exchange, and they still you would think they were the same family,
right? Wow.
But that has been one of the few joys that my family has brought me, for sure, is that connection.
That's awesome. I love hearing what you say of the similarity. That's just so interesting.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's so cool. So looking.
But I would say you're not wrong even to ask that question. I think that there's a lot of that in this song.
That's interesting. That's
I think
interesting.
even the powwow music is very much in there. Definitely the Celtic influences in there for sure.
Well, it's really weird, but working on this record with Lauren, she, we ended up using a lot of rhythms in there and a lot of stuff that we kind of almost found this this balance between the two influences, and they just go amazing together. It's just a very natural kind of thing. It's really interesting.
So they've been doing a lot of research actually on Appalachian music.
Yes.
And they're actually figuring out that it's 50% native music and it's 50% is the Scotch-Irish influence.
Wow. That's probably the best music as well, isn't it? In terms of,
it's the influence of everything. It's the blues, it's rock and roll, it's country music, everything that we love.
Everything. That's fascinating. So it's like basically Native Americans and Scots make the best music babies, is what we've.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very cool. So verse 2, sometimes the storm rolls in and holds above my head, and I have no choice but to bear it pouring down. I wouldn't change anything there. I think that's amazing. Sometimes it only winks and keeps. Sometimes it only winks and keeps only rolling by. And keeps only. There's something maybe about a double only that feels a bit odd. But maybe not when you're singing it. I don't know. Sometimes it only winks and keeps. Sometimes it only winks and keeps on rolling by.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's it's just a typo.
Oh, is it? I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The next one, I'll find your heat. It should be over the next rise.
Okay.
I don't know why that's important to me, but it is.
Yeah. That you don't need to know. Just if it is, it is. Yeah, cool. Perfect. Sometimes the surf sings a song that feels so much like home. I find myself wanting to let myself drown.
I think the way that I was singing that was, I find myself wanting to drown. Yeah, is how I cut that.
Yeah. There's a kind of.
Doesn't necessarily mean that we need to keep that.
It's cool. It's like, I think that the water with the fire is quite cool. It's like you've got a water verse there.
Speaks to dualities, right?
Right.
It's the duality of emotion and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes the surf sings a song that feels so much like home. I find myself wanting to drown. And then we've got the bridge. You're not quite shelter, not quite redemption, but finally a step in the right direction is wicked. That's brilliant.
I love that.
It's so good.
Some of my best work.
It's like a gift when you get a thing like that, isn't it?
That it was funny when we were first talking about Tom Petty too. He's got he's so many great interviews where he's just like so frustrated about people not using bridges in modern music. And I remember writing this specifically with that in mind. Like, I'm going to write a Tom Petty bridge where we actually learn something new or something happens in that bridge.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to do it well, It's hard. It's not.
Sure. I think
it's not easy.
Just cut them.
Yeah. It's like it's a whole other kind of state in a way, isn't it? If you had like the 51 states, it's like you're bringing in another one. I think that's wicked. Honestly, there's not loads I would change about that now. And I think that the next thing that we ought to do with it is, if I was going to send you the words that we've just kind of edited, and again, if you're up for just doing me like just you and a guitar demo with this version, and I can just build it from there, and that's going to be awesome, and I'm excited to get cooking.
All right, cool. Easy.
Wicked, easy. What's the plans for today?
I have a couple of meetings I gotta go to, and then I'm gonna just try to get some sleep. Adam, I have not been sleeping, and I don't know why. Probably some
Last night, man, I
Mercury.
was exact same last night, and I think there is some moon stuff going on, huh?
I was gonna say I have friends that would hit me for saying I think it's this Mercury retrograde. I think.
Oh, dude, I 100% think it is. Like, and my girlfriend and her flat, she's got like a wee flat up the road that she works in, and she's got flatmates there, and it was like Jen and me and all of her flatmates didn't sleep. So
yeah.
I think there's something
something
going on. I do have your email, eh? You put that in the. Let me just double check. Sure, I have it from last time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you made fun of me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rightly so, because
I totally agree.
Because your email is
totally
from the 2000s. I've just pinged them there, so
great.
If you just whenever, and I mean, I could almost probably. Oh, it'd be good to have the demo actually, if that's cool.
Yeah,
but it's not a rush.
I can totally make that happen. I think you'll have it by tomorrow.
Okay, easy.
I don't promise quality.
It doesn't. It really doesn't need to be, dude. It's just if it's got the right information in the right places, that'll be awesome. That'll be great.
Got it.
Wicked. All right. Great to chat. Have a lovely sleep whenever it comes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I wish you one as well.
Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. All right. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Okay, guys. So that's just a wee bit of insight on the kind of process of how we put together a song. So in that case, that was quite an easy edit, really. All I did there was just helped clarify some of the kind of intention around the song, and Naylor's going to send me a demo, and then I'm going to turn that into a track for her to sing on. So that's it. Happy Monday, everyone. Go out there, make some stuff.